How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to talk about the Fetch app. It's very, very popular, over 4.4 million downloads. It's an app that allows you to scan any receipts. I've scanned restaurant receipts before and got points for it, and then you can exchange these points for gift cards or even Visa gift cards. This video is not sponsored by Fetch, and I am not actually recommending this. I just want to talk about the time requirements of scanning receipts and if it's worth your time. This video is brought to you by the infrared thermal camera. If you're into insulating your home and checking any kind of leakage, you might be tempted to get one of these expensive thermal cameras. This is the Flare EA. It costs over $3,000. But this one from infrared, you might think, oh, the performance is not so good because it's so tiny. On my DIY channel, I compared the two, and you'll be surprised how close in performance it is to this very expensive one. At about 1/10 the cost, you get about the same accuracy, and the temperature range is roughly the same as well. The expensive one, surprisingly, has only a 9 Hz refresh rate, but this infrared P2 Pro has 25 Hz refresh rate. It even comes with a magnetic macro lens you just snap on, and this allows you to look very closely at things like circuit boards. And if you try to record video, you actually have to lug around a laptop with this one. But for this one, you just plug it into your phone. It has an iPhone version, Android version. You can even buy it without the macro lens. In terms of performance, really great value. You're getting a lot for what you pay for here. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. I initially got word of this Fetch app because my friend referred me. It's like, hey, you can sign up for this. You know, once you sign up, you get like 3,000 points, which is worth like $3. I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. But after I started trying it, it's very addictive. They started adding this roulette looking thing, and it makes all this noise, so it's kind of gamifying it. It really does get you hooked, so you keep on going back to the app without even realizing that you're getting paid pennies every single time you do this. Doing a thought experiment, let me ask you this. Let's say I'm willing to give you 1 penny every single time you jump, so you can go at it, unlimited. So you do 10 jumps and I give you a dime. You do 100 jumps, I give you $1. But realistically, how many times can you jump in that day? There are limitations to how many times you can jump. There are also time limitations. So let's say you can do 1 jump per second and you do this for an entire hour. Okay, so maybe I pay you $36, right? Maybe you do it for 3 hours in a row. I'm just sitting there watching you, and after you're done, okay, I pay you $100. Wow, what's a low fee for entertainment value, right? You pay just only 1 penny for some guy to just keep on jumping up and down. For every single person, there's a price of which you would do something. Back in high school, if you lick that pole, I'll give you $5. In a way, it's a little bit demeaning, right? You're asking people to do something gross, something weird, and then you pay them a certain amount of money for it. Scanning receipts, well, it's not exactly gross or anything, but it does take your time. The Fetch app with 4.4 million downloads, it's essentially scanning receipts gamified. So you scan the receipts, you get points, you redeem them for gift cards. So the question becomes, how much do you actually get? They offer a lot of gift card redemption options. The most popular, I would say, would probably be Amazon, and then the next up would be Visa. They offer other things like 1-800-Flowers, Adidas, Airbnb, AMC, Home Depot. Just looking at it, is like over 50 options. For a $10 Visa gift card, it costs 13,000 points. This is 13 points per 1 penny. A $10 Amazon gift card costs 12,500 points, which translates to 12.5 cents per cent. A $50 Amazon gift card is only 53,500 points, and this translates to 10.7 cents per penny. So naturally, you want to pay the least amount of points for a given value. So the larger a gift card that you trade in, the cheaper in points that it gets. So they do this point conversion business. Most credit cards does this as well. But to make things simple, and this is very important because then we can have a mental image of how much you're getting, how much value you're getting. So let's just take the best case scenario here. You get 1 penny per 10 points. And personally, I think they do this weird conversion thing to make it hard for you to mentally calculate how much you're getting. If you get 25 points, how much is that? It's hard. You have to take out a calculator, given a certain gift card that you're gonna redeem. 25 points is worth roughly, let's say like 2 cents or something. But if you do that calculation and you realize, oh, I'm getting 2 cents just doing all this mumbo jumbo, it might actually deter you from doing more of it. So the most often used case is if you scan one receipt, you get about 25 points, and every single day you get to spin the wheel, and the most likely outcome I've seen is you getting 5 points. You can spin this roulette wheel once a day, every 24 hours exactly. If you do this consistently, you're most likely gonna only get 5 points every single time. If you don't use the app for, let's say, 7 days or 2 weeks, right, the bonuses increase naturally. The payout differs based on how much you use the app. Once they looped you in and you're using it very often, they don't pay you out as much. So you might think, okay, 2 cents. Maybe I can just collect so many receipts and just keep on scanning them in nonstop and, rack up your points that way. The thing is, they do a 35 receipt maximum for a 7-day period, and any given receipts cannot be more than 14 days old. Without the bonus, you're roughly getting 2 to 2.5 cents per receipt. If you manage to collect 35 receipts, you're probably gonna get about 70 cents to $1 every single week that you do this, and it'll likely cost you about 5 minutes of your time. Let's say you are a super fast scanner and you scan one receipt every 10 seconds. If you extrapolate to how much you're actually earning every single hour, it's roughly $10 an hour. If you consistently do 35 receipts every single week, you will finally get a $10 Amazon gift card after 3 months of hard work. In my experience, this is not a huge moneymaker or anything, and this is roughly what you're gonna get. My problem with this app is its addictive nature and how it actually sort of takes time away from you. You put your time into the app, and the app actually sells your time for money to the affiliates. The app actually wants to get eyeballs on it. So that's why they pay people to scan receipts in. So they would open the app, use it for a long time. They would look up deals where they can get more points, and the advertisers that put deals on there, they pay this app in order to get their advertisement into the app. They're trying to get your eyeballs on this app. They're buying your time with pennies on the dollar and then selling this to the affiliates. There's actually no problem with this because we do this all the time. We sell our time to social media apps, and in like Facebook or Instagram, we actually don't get any money at all. At least in Fetch, they're at least paying you a few pennies for 3 months worth of work. They'll pay you about $10 worth of Amazon gift card. Because they have these 24-hour daily bonuses, you might be tempted to set an alarm every single day, which is something I tried over like a month period. Whenever an alarm goes off, I have to attend to it. I have to go, okay, it's time to scan in receipts, and then let's see what the bonus is. It turns out most of the time it's only a 5-point bonus, so it becomes really, really not worth it to have an alarm go off all the time. Or maybe you can do it as a routine every single morning around the same time. You go and scan in your receipts. If you work just 1 hour more at your hourly wage job, you will earn more money than using this app. Some people like to argue that this app doesn't really take up extra time. Maybe they're waiting in line and they'll just scan in a receipt. Some people might say they're not really doing anything with their time anyway. It's just dead time, so they scan their receipts in. But step back a little bit and think about an alternate way to think of this situation. Every single time you take your own time away and sell it for pennies on the dollar, you are not doing something better. You can just keep on filling up with these low paying tasks, and all of a sudden all your time is gone. So even though they're paying per receipt, I think it's something that you have to resist doing because the amount they pay you is a little bit ridiculous. There are a lot of other apps like this, such as Swagbucks, where you fill out surveys and you're earning, I don't know, like $10 an hour or $5 an hour. But in real life practice, you can't actually earn $10 an hour on Fetch. They force you to do a 35 receipt limit, so you can't just keep on continuously doing this. I am just saying it's $10 an hour if you add up all the time that you spend to show how ridiculously low they're actually paying you. I don't recommend this app, but if you must, I will have a referral link down in the video description below. I highly urge you, do not click it, do not try it, because it's a waste of time. Personally, I've downloaded it and I've gotten, I don't know, like $50 or something over the course of many years of using this. And all the time I talk with people and say, yeah, this is so not worth it. I'm gonna try to delete it. Some people are able to delete it and somehow they get sucked back in for some reason. So I highly recommend to not even do it. don't even try it. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more.